Welcome to another trade recap. Today is December 9th, 2024, Monday. No news Monday on top of that. Um, Given that it was a no news Monday, we got some decent price action, right? Because on no news Mondays it um tends to be consolidation in the market because there's no news to push price anywhere. But let's start off on our high time frame confluence, all right? Coming into the market, right, on our 4 hour, first thing I see, an imbalance, right? Huge imbalance. And as you can see, it got filled perfectly and closed out of it. So, and also we had this 4 hour lows down here and then 4 hour highs up here. That was about it for the 4 hour. Then scaling down to the 1 hour, where we got more in detail. 1 hour lows, 1 hour low right here, and then 1 hour high at the time of price of where price was at, right? So, and then also a 1 hour imbalance. Now, I'll get into this once we scale down even further. After I found my 4 hour, 1 hour confluences, scale down to the 5 minute, and I'm just watching price, right? We're waiting for the sweep of liquidity of either side to know where price is going to find our daily buys. At this point, price opens, sweeps buy side. Okay, I'm like, all right, we're going down, and then sweeps sell side, and I'm like, okay, what are we doing? Because sell side was the previous sweep of liquidity, or the most recent sweep of liquidity. I'm thinking we're gonna go up. So at this point, I scale down to the 1 minute, and I'm watching price to see if we got if we get an entry, right, going to the upside, which we didn't, right? It was just choppy price action in a way. It was just going up slowly, and it reached the imbalance, swept again these 1 minute highs, and it was just it got huge rejection out of this imbalance. At this point, I'm like, okay, let me see the 5 minute. We start getting bullish candle formation. I mean bearish candle formation, and it closed. This candle closes bearish. At this point, I'm like, okay, then we must be going down now because again, sweep of liquidity, right? And then it's happened to an fair value gap or an imbalance, and we get huge rejections. It's just kind of like a signal that hey, we're probably gonna go down. At this point, I'm like, okay, let me watch 1 minute. Okay, now that I know, I kind of have an idea that we might be going down because we have no entry right here. No entry. We got to cross the EMAs. We're over bought, but no entry. No fair value gap for me to enter. I mean, I could have entered off of this, but that's like super risky. I wasn't liking that. I was just waiting for a fair value gap at this point because it was just because of how messy it looks. I wasn't buying this. So I was just waited, and we got this imbalance formed, right? At this time, okay, I'm like, okay, mark it out, right? And I'm like, okay, if price is going down, what is it going to target, right? I go out, look at the 5 minute. First I'll start off at the 15 minute, right? We have this 15 minute imbalance. This is where this one comes in, this box. 15 minute imbalance. And then 5 minute is just same thing. It's within the 15 minutes, so I wasn't marking anything else because again, this big 5 minute one is already mitigated with this candle right here. So now that I know my targets, I'm just waiting for a tap into the fair value gap imbalance and a rejection out of it and a break of structure, right? We got the tap into it. We got a huge rejection, huge sell off, but we didn't get a break of structure yet. So I was just waiting for that. It comes back up. It was kind of ranging. It was kind of excuse me. It's kind of ranging right here. It's kind of consolidating for a bit. But it tapped into the fair value gap again, rejected again. At this point, I'm like, okay, let me just see a tiny closure out of it. At this point, I thought candle was going to close it when it was somewhere around here. So I entered, got filled in right here, and it closed right here. So literally at the low of this green candle. Then we started getting some push up again. But this is what I like to see, right? Because we had a target, it just added confluences. We got across the EMAs, added confluence, and then rejection of the fair value gap imbalance. Just 3 confluences to go off of, right? We weren't oversold either, right? We were good. And then another thing was because of how price was formed right here. This is all easy liquidity grab, right? For price, literally you take out because it's not gonna hold. This is just super weak liquidity or weak candles, as you can say, because look how it's like forming. It wasn't strong, and it wasn't really like you could just tell when you're watching price action live, like you can tell that this price was weak right here, and you can tell it wasn't gonna form when it's literally this close, this choppy, slowly going up. It's liquidity that's gonna get swept easily. Same for this. I mean, however, since we had these imbalances lower that need to get filled, and price just kind of fell off, like a falling knife. But we had these strong rejections from the imbalance fair value gap, right? So I entered my position, got filled right here. Stops were at the end of this fair value gap's body candle, right? Because why? If price literally breaks above this, my trade ID is invalidated at that point. I'm out of the market. So we were in drawdown for a little bit, and then price came down again and was kind of ranging and then kind of hanging around this 21,616 area until it finally just dropped. Hit first take profit right here, brought stops to break even, and then hit TP2, and then final TP3 right here. And again, I could have put it all the way down here for the 15-minute imbalance. However, I just wanted a place where price was like more than likely going to come and hit. Why was I so confident about this area? Because A, we had an imbalance, right? And B, we had a low. So there was liquidity and an imbalance to get filled, and a liquidity get swept. So price, that's just magnet for the price. That's why it literally fell through like a knife, right through it. But yeah, trading when there's double sweeps of liquidity has been like a weak point of mine because price usually, And if there was an imbalance right here, I would have taken the trade, and I probably would have got stopped out, as you can see. But good thing, price. I was patient. I was waiting for an imbalance, and luckily we got that on this side. So, but yeah. Thank you for tuning in. December so far has been so great for us. I'm thankful. 5 trades this month so far, way more than already 3 more trades than the last month. Last month we only took 2 in total. Market conditions were just very trending, and I'm used to more volatile markets, as you can see. That's where I tend to kind of succeed in. But I'm grateful, So far, 4 wins, 1 loss. Hopefully, let's see what that the rest of the month is good for us. I hope only make good trades this month. But with that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you like the content I'm putting out, don't hesitate to subscribe and like. I'll make these videos just to help everybody who's trying to be a trader. I was once in that position where I didn't know what I was doing at one point until I really sat down and put my all into this. And trading has been one of the best things I ever learned how to do. It's a skill set that I don't think everybody could do it because it requires a lot of patience and discipline. But those who really aspire and those who really want it could really become a trader. But yeah, everything I put out is to help you guys. The ones who watch, of course. And yeah. Anyways, guys, catch you on the next trade recap. Peace.